I launched my podcast really with two goals in mind. And this is why I was so excited to have Veterans for Peace ask me to be on your show, because the first goal was to provide some thought leadership or at least some alternative perspectives to the Muslim community at large. But then the other goal was to really help normalize that American Muslims are kind of, I call it the quintessential First Amendment community. And what I mean is that we're so diverse. I mean, you have a guy like me that people meet me never would know my mother's Mexican, never guess I'm a Muslim. One of my friends is a Muslim leader. He calls me the day walker, like a joke off of Blade, the movie, the vampire who can go out in the sun, because people won't know I'm Muslim unless I tell them, right? And so you have people like me all the way to, indigenous African Americans who are the descendants of slaves, but became Muslim, through the civil rights movement and Malcolm X's group. Uh, and then you have, waves and waves of Muslim immigration to the United States over many, many decades. And so all that diversity, there's no common culture, there's no common ethnicity. The only thing we have in common is our faith community, which really makes us a First Amendment community, because everything that protects us is right there in the First Amendment. And so what I kind of had this light bulb moment years ago was that the American Muslim community is the probably the best community there is to protect and restore what the framers of the Constitution, our founding fathers, really thought about when the First Amendment happened. Because when we advocate for our rights, it benefits every single living human being in America, whether a citizen or not, because we're just strengthening First Amendment precedent. And so that's one of my goals, is to really reach out to non-Muslims and especially veterans, because I think you guys have a voice that America has to respect when it comes to things happening right now. Sadly, we know suicide rates are up. We know PTSD is going on. We see this administration gutting, the VA and so many other things happening. But I think the American public and just kind of an overall conscience, uh, I want to see Muslims work a lot more with veterans, especially when it comes to issues of foreign policy, waging peace instead of war. And I think that there's a lot of common ground for Muslims to have with non-Muslims when we center ourselves around protecting our civil liberties and especially free speech.